What is going on, investors? Welcome back to the channel. I'm still in my Eagles gear. I just did a J all day video where I do all kinds of sports content, particularly the NFL. If you like football stuff, I'll leave a link in the description below. But today we're here to talk about Sofi stock. In this channel, listen, I'm a no BS kind of guy. I'm going to give it to you straight up, the good stuff, the bad stuff, and everything in between. And I want to be 100% transparent with you guys, 100%. So I'm going to show you. This is my big dog account, right? These are the biggest 8 positions in my portfolio right now. CleanSpark, 1,700 shares. Sofi, 3,200 shares. I also have 500 in an IRA and a few hundred here, a few hundred there. I think I got like 100 in my Sofi account, another 140 in Robinhood, and another 100 in Webull, just like spread out everywhere. I have around 4,000 shares in total. My average price is around $9.75, $10 if you average all the accounts. So I'm a little underwater, like most of us who've been long-term investors in Sofi. I'm going to give it to you guys 100. I'm going to keep it 100, and that's why you should hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. 1,200 shares of HIMS. I did sell 200 shares of HIMS when it was over 15 bucks. I saw the stock price creeping down. My average price is like around 10 bucks. So I wanted to lock in some profits for some shares. I like HIMS long-term. But every time it goes down $1 in share price, I'm going to sell 100 shares. So if it hits 14 bucks, I'm going to sell another 100 shares. Then if it hits 13 bucks, I'll sell another 100 shares. And then if it hits 11 bucks, I'll sell another 100 shares. Then I'll have around 900-ish shares. If it goes down south, I might sell even more quicker. Maybe if it gets to 13, I'll sell 200 shares. So I'll be around like 700-800 shares if it gets down to my price average around 10 bucks. I got 600 shares of Palantir. I've sold some Palantir recently in the 25s. Covered calls that I have made, and then they were good moves because I sold them at 25. Now it's at 22. I want to work up. I had 1,000 shares of Palantir. Around 400 of them got called away, so I'm slowly working in some shares. I'm selling some puts under 20 bucks, and if they get called, awesome. I get to buy Palantir under 20 bucks a share. Another position I've been buying a lot lately is Warner Brothers Discovery. Dude, I'm telling you, they're the first streamer to announce profitability from their streaming segment. Their IP portfolio is unbelievable, man. They own some of the best TV shows and movies out there. Harry Potter, The Sopranos, Entourage. I mean, the shows go on and on and on and on. It just continues to grow. And then they also have the discovery element of that business, which is a lot of reality stuff. And everyone loves the cooking shows and the Food Network and all those shows. So they are a very diverse company. And obviously Discovery has a ton of debt that they're working through right now. Because when they bought Warner Brothers, HBO, from AT&T, who destroyed the brand, pretty much, they had to pay a ton of money. They own Batman. They own a lot of big IP. Warner Brothers does. So I'm accumulating now when there's a lot of negativity towards that company. I work in the film industry as well. I'm a screenwriter, a represented screenwriter. And I just think over time, Warner Brothers and Discovery are going to continue to grow these brands, expand on these brands, and just continue to grow as a business. Once that debt gets a handle on, this stock is going to go through the moon. So I'm accumulating a lot under 10 bucks a share. I own around 200 shares of DraftKings, a bunch of call contracts for CleanSpark, and I also own some Open Door. I'm below water. I think my average price is around 5 bucks, but I've been selling cover calls at my price average, the next 3 months, 6 months, a year out. And then every 3 months, I get to collect premium. I'm just like selling those cover calls. So the worst comes to worst. If Open Door goes on a run, then I'll just make my money back. But if we're going to cut rates, I'm going to slowly buy some of those cover calls back because Open Door could run if we start to lower rates. Sofi's had a pretty good week this week, guys. Up around 7%, 790 right now. And now we're going to get into the CPI. It comes out tomorrow morning. I'm going to see if I can sneak downstairs at work and give you the skinny on the CPI data. What I like, what I don't like. If it comes in hot, the market's going to sell off. We might go back to 750, 730. That's just the way it is. Every stock's going to sell off. It's not going to matter who the hell you own or what you own. It's going to be a bloody day tomorrow. But a lot of the talking heads on MSNBC and Mad Money and all these TV shows, the screaming shows, whatever you want to call them, the boring shows, listen, they think that inflation's going to be okay. Oil has definitely run up a little bit. I live in California. Gas prices are going up a lot. I'm not sure how the rest of the country is. But at the grocery store, I have seen a decrease in price in food, so that might help. Right now, the market is pricing in 2 rate cuts this year. Potentially 1 in June. We'll see what happens. But if it's hot, they're going to say that that June price cut is not happening. That rate cut will not happen. So stocks are going to sell off, especially the growth names, which could be a buying opportunity in the long run because, listen, they can't keep rates this high forever. America is in way too much debt to be paying these ridiculous interest rates on everything. It's just not going to last forever. Maybe we have a couple more. I think even if it's a little hot, we're still going to decrease rates, just maybe not as much as we would if it came back super positive, right? But the Fed said they were pricing in 3 rate cuts. The market's pricing in 2. So if inflation is lower than expected, we could see a run for the next couple months. Run into earnings, run after earnings. It'll be great for stocks like Sofi. If it comes in hot, we'll go back to 730. If it's good, we might see 830 or 850 tomorrow. That's what I'm thinking. And then maybe $9 and $9.50 as we run up until earnings, which is in like a little less than 3 weeks. So that's my 2 cents. It comes out tomorrow morning, the CPI, before market open. So when you wake up, whether you're on the West Coast or the East Coast, you're going to see what the inflation data look like just by opening up your browser. If the market's green, the inflation was good. If it was red, it was a shit show. It's as simple as that. But I do think we're going to get a rate cut this year, at least 1, maybe 2. And if it's really green, maybe even 3. Or maybe they'll do 2 bigger ones. But they're looking to cut 1% off the interest rate before 2025. That's what Jerome Powell is expecting. That's what he said the last time he spoke. We'll see what happens. All right, guys, let me know in the comments below. Are you going to buy Sofi if it crashes tomorrow? I sure as shit will be. If it goes around $7 again, I'm going to nibble off some more shares. Absolutely. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Peace.